After I got detained by immigration, CLESPA started helping me with my case. It took a few years before I could get my green card. Now that I'm out of that facility and my family knows that my immigration status has been fixed, I'm starting to feel what freedom feels like to live in this country. I grew up in the country of Mexico, in Baja California. What I noticed there while growing up was that it was getting more dangerous, and then we started noticing that there was a fresh crowd of people that came and they started using drugs and selling drugs. There was a lot of kidnappings. My mom used to talk to her sister who lived here in San Jose, California, back in those years, and she mentioned, if your son ever wants to come, just let us know, we'll be ready. And I thought it would be a good opportunity to take my life in a different direction away from that situation over there. It took me like a whole week, stranded in the desert with another group of 3 people. And we only had food for like 2 days and water for like 2 days, but finally we were able to make it, and I made it here to San Jose, California. My aunt said, well, welcome to the United States. Let's get you a job. I was working at this restaurant. I would start there from 4:30 in the evening all the way to midnight, but it would take me about an hour and a half to ride my little bicycle from that location all the way to Tully Road. I met my wife when I was in 2014. We currently have 3 children together. I couldn't get a better job to support them. Those better jobs always check for your social security status, and I found it always difficult to navigate through the employment world without proper documentation. Finally, in 2016, a couple of ICE agents from immigration went into my apartment, knocked around 6 a.m. in the morning. They took me to this ICE detention facility a few hours away from my family in a different town. I was there for 20 days, and my wife was devastated. She was now alone with no support because I was working and she was not working. And I mean, does she work or does she take care of the kids? Does she get 2 jobs or does she look after the kids? For my daughters, my son, they are not seeing me. Now everything is dark in their world. My sister-in-law came across the community legal services in East Palo Alto, and so she shared this with my wife, and then from there my wife started connecting with Attorney Kate and her team.
Immigration detention is an inhumane, terrible place. To give you an example, there's a detention center in San Bernardino County called Adelanto. In a 2018 Inspector General report, found nooses hanging in the cells, found severe medical neglect of detainees. When you're in detention, you have a lot less access to counsel, and you have to figure out how to fill out all your forms in English while you're detained. It's not an exaggeration to say that having an attorney is the difference between winning and losing your case.
They were incredibly helpful. They guide my wife through all the process. They help her with the forms, with the fees, with everything. And we were just like, wow. I finally, after 20 days, Attorney Kate and her team were successful in helping me. And after that, I saw the light at the end of the tunnel, and I was like so grateful for all of this amazing help.
In order to prove eligibility for cancellation of removal, you have to show that you have been in the United States for 10 years, you have had good moral character for 10 years, and that your deportation would cause exceptional and extremely unusual hardship to your U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident, parent, spouse, or child. Losing a parent to deportation would be incredibly devastating and life-changing to any child, but that's not enough to meet that standard. You have to show something above and beyond that.
I just invested all my beliefs in her way of approaching my case, sharing with me step by step what was happening, what was I going to expect for the next hearing.
Guillermo's case took 4 years to resolve. Guillermo was granted cancellation and removal in October 2021. The judge announced that we had won. I called him and we had a celebration over the phone.
And we were just like hugging, we were crying. I've been granted a green card. Now I feel that I can pursue other goals. For example, currently I have a small janitorial company business, but I'm planning to open a different type of business, totally different than that. My daughter is 14 years old. She's a happy girl. She's taking Mandarin in high school. My daughter is 16 years old. She likes to play basketball, soccer. I think that now that they are aware that my situation has been fixed, they are more relaxed and they can just now open up to any opportunities out there that they may find. My wife is really happy that my situation has been fixed because now she can focus on herself, on her goals. I only have a few more years before I can start applying to become a citizen, USA citizen. I'm really excited because it's like my whole family won the lottery. It feels that way. Just the simple fact of feeling the joy of the freedom to know that, oh God, I can go back and hug my family. I really love that.